but I guess you're still holding that against me. Um, but I don't have anything against you, and I still don't. And you know what, you guys, I'm livid. I know emotions are high right now because of Megan's live, and I understand that. And that was my intention of getting in a box, was just letting you guys know that whether we have differences, whether any type of situations happened in the past, that doesn't matter. Now is the time for you guys to stick together and be each other's rock, because I know very, very well about addiction. Very well. I don't have to give t details in my livelihood, but I know, okay? I know all too well. And I spoke on this before, and I'm going to speak on it now. I lost a 15-and-a-half-year-old godson to an overdose. His best friend's uncle gave him cocaine. He became reckless because his mom was given 6 months or less to live, was put on hospice. It's sad because I left your live spilled because I didn't want it to be focused on something that has nothing to do with what people are going through because of Megan's live. Out of respect for you, Spilled, I did that because I just didn't want to get into it with them, because I felt myself getting, upset, and I just don't want to do that on. Um, you know, there are people on this app that have done far worse and said way more than I've ever said to people, ever. And they've been given grace. But because I forgave Shannon and I was friends with her again, I'm this horrible, vile person, right? Right? Got it. Okay. I have given a lot of grace to people on this app for bashing me, for dragging me through the mud. And to this day, I don't have anything against anybody. Alyssa, yeah, you upset me, but at the end of the day, I don't wish any ill on you. I don't wish any ill on any of you guys. I don't. Bougie, I wish no ill on you either. At all. You guys don't know what I've been through recently, and it's when you lose someone, or even, I'll just leave it at someone that you love so deeply. You don't want, gives you a new perspective. I was never like a grudge holder anyways, but life is too short to hold on to so much anger and animosity and hatred for people. I can't apologize for what Shannon did and said. I couldn't control her. I tried. I tried to advise her. I tried to tell her, please don't do that. I tried, okay? But it didn't work, so I walked away. But I don't have to announce that to any of you. I don't. I shouldn't have to. I did not deserve to get attacked. I didn't. I didn't deserve that. This is why I wasn't going to go live for a while, but as don't focus on me, okay? Help, just be there for each other, please. Just be each other's rock right now because I hear people literally they're hurting because of this, because of Megan's live. They're hurting. Please support that. Please, because I'm not holding this live to bash anybody. Okay? No one, none of you guys that were coming for me, I'm not going to bash you. I'm not going to do that to anyone. Okay? I'm just not, I don't have it in me. Grief is a very ugly thing and it's hard and it tests your strength like you would not believe. So I'm asking, just focus on each other, please. I'm not going to tell you to let go of anger towards me. If you want to hold on to it, hold on to it. Hold on to it if that's what you want. But can you put that aside today and just be there for each other? But I am over here to clear things up because no way in hell would I ever make fun of any disabilities. Any disabilities. That was not my intention when I said that remark months ago. Again, I take accountability for that. But what I'm going to say, I am not going to take accountability over and over and over and over again about that because I don't expect any of you to repeatedly take accountability when you already have. Because I know that there's certain people that are not perfect, and to come for me for that, can I bring that up? No. Yeah, I mean, I can, but I'm not. I'm not going to repeat things that I know. I'm not going to say, oh, you know what, so and so, you're coming for me for that again. Weren't you in a box saying blah, 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 blah? Right? Because that's what everybody does on here, right? I don't. I'm not. I'm not here to do that. Adults, grown adults, move on. Move on. And, we'll also agree to disagree on things and just move forward in life. And because, again, I am not responsible for what Shannon did and said. I gave her another chance. I gave her grace, hoping and looking for the best in her, hoping. Unfortunately, she was still the same. So I walked away. It really is a shame that I have to even hold this live. It's just to hear people still bringing things up. It's just insane to me. Oh my gosh. If anything about autism, it wasn't out of my mouth. It was out of Shannon's. I don't even know if I was in that live because the last few or more lives that she held, I was not there. And it was for a reason. I couldn't support any of that. She was getting worse and worse, and I just could not support that. But again, when I did walk away, I didn't have to come on here and announce it because, again, it's no one's business, really. You know, Hi, Tiffany. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm so sorry. Hi, TLC Nana. Hi, Sweet Cheeks. Oh, I know. And I'm with friends that are absolutely amazing, and we've been there for one another. And they were there for me through something that was pretty bad, pretty bad, actually really bad, really, really, really bad. And all I have now is a box of her ashes. You guys, life is too short to hold on to anger and hatred towards each other. I can't even be mad at people that came for me today. I can't. I don't have it in me. Instead, I'm just going to forgive. I'm just going to forgive. But, if I'm not wanted in certain spaces, that's okay. You know, if y'all still want to hold things against me because of whatever in the past, that's okay. I just, I won't go into spaces that, um, but I can't continue to do a replay of accountability over and over and over because in my mind, in my heart, once someone does, that's it. That's all. It's squashed. I don't continue to bring it up over and over and over again and continue to be, well, first of all, I just don't like dragging people. Second, if someone came to me and apologized or took accountability, on a platform, there's no way I'm going to continue to hold it against them because I wouldn't want that done to me. There is so much hatred going on this app right now, even more so than ever before. It's a lot. It's a lot. And again, I am so sorry to those that are hurting today that have seen Megan's live. And if you were triggered, if you're hurting, if this has brought up things from the past that you've gone through, I am so deeply sorry that you're hurting right now. No one deserves this. No one. No one deserves it. But to get in a box and come after me for something of the past that I already took accountability for, can you just stop, please? Just stop. Because what that caused is complete deflection of the current situation at hand. It was a distraction for those that are hurting and that need support right now. My DMs are open. If you're blocked, let me know. I'll unblock you. You want to have a discussion with me and DM me, let me know. I'll unblock you if you're blocked. But other than that, you can always come to me in my DMs if you want to have a discussion about anything that you think that I have done personally to you. Not because of Shannon, not what Shannon said. Her and I are two individual people. You know, there's people that sit with, well, I don't even like sit, but hang out with people that I don't really, you know, some people I don't care for because of certain situations. You know what I mean? Am I going to say that that person is responsible and is just as bad because they're hanging out in someone else's life that did something? No, because we are individuals. I am not Shannon. Eh, Exactly, Liam. It is, and you know, I try to give her another chance, you know, and I tried, and like I said, when I saw her acting the same way, yeah, it was, yeah, I just couldn't be part of that. And one thing I will address also, I was never mocking Witty's alcoholism, ever, ever. I modded for her, and I was very close to her, okay? But I had to walk away because I could no longer support certain behavior of being very combative, yelling at people, just saying very, very mean things to people. I could no longer, I couldn't do that. I couldn't support that anymore. Okay? And you know what? A lot of y'all did the same thing, walked away because of that. Did y'all develop amnesia and forget? Hmm? Again, please just stop with all that and just be there for one another today, please. Just don't just leave it alone. I'm not in that live anymore. I'm not arguing with people in that chat over there. So just leave it, please. I know, sweet cheeks. I know. Exactly. We know we know those were Shannon's words. Thank you. I know, Tiffany. You guys know. You guys were all y'all were all around, and you guys, we all gave Shannon another chance, all of us, and we just, you know, we were all disappointed and let down. I think it was displaced anger that made them do that, to be honest. Liam, you're right. You're right. And I said that, you know, I'm like, I know emotions are high, and I understand that. Trust me, I do. I understand that. Because I've even been caught up in emotions, you know, and doing reactive lives and, you know, speaking bad on the person that came for me. But if they're wanting that, that's not going to happen anymore. I'm not doing that. I don't want to be that person. We know what happened, and I know you wouldn't say thank you, honey. Thank you, Tiffany. You know that. Those that know me off the app, they truly know they know better than they know me. They know better than for me. They know that I would never talk like that. I would never say things like that. They're looking for someone to be mad at. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Liam. You're absolutely right. It's displaced anger, and you guys are mad at the wrong people, the wrong person. I didn't do what Megan did today. I would never do that. Never. Never. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. I can't apologize for things that Shannon did, if that's what you're wanting. I'm so sorry, Gina. I know. I am so sorry. I know. It's what she did today upset a lot of people. A lot. And it breaks my heart that people are hurting. It really does. All I can say is I am so sorry, you guys, that you're going through this and it's affecting you the way it is. I am so sorry. She can stream all she wants, if that's what she wants. So Alyssa, if you're streaming, you can hear me. I wish no ill intentions on you at all, or any situations that happen to you. I'm not gonna come for you and have a bash fest on you. I'm not gonna do that. Um, all I ask is if we're in mutual spaces and I'm not coming for you, can you just let me be, please? Just leave it alone because what you did, what you guys all did, is took away the entire reason for the live with Spill. She held the live for people to come in and support each other and speak on what happened today. You guys should not take that away from people, from them that are truly hurting, because you guys you're still mad at me. That's not fair to them. That's why I left that live, because it was getting out of hand for people completely taking left when you should be just keeping forward and supporting one another that have been triggered by Megan's life, that are hurting because of it. It wasn't necessary for all that. Again, my DM for something that I said or did that may have bothered you, come talk to me. Come talk to me about it. I'm not going to yell. I'm not going to tell you off. It was really uncalled for that went too far. Gina, you're absolutely right. It was uncalled for. You have still never. What? Supernova, what are you talking about? Can you please explain that? And who is her, if you don't mind me asking? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Hi, Moni, the Jersey girl. Yeah, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. Do you know those who came for me? I'm not. I'm not going to tell you guys, you know what, you owe me an apology. You better take accountability for it. If you feel the way you feel, that's okay. You don't owe me an apology. Those that mocked my godson, my deceased godson, do I want an apology? Yes. But if I don't get one, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to hold alive and bash you guys, any of you that were involved in that. I'm not going to do that. So if y'all want like fighting and arguing and going back and forth, and I'm not doing that. Thank you, Moni. Yeah, someone came in even using my deceased godson's name in my live the last time I went live, and I, I forgive them. I'm not going to come after anybody for that. I forgive them. It was hurtful, but I'm not going to hold it against people. I can't. I just can't, you guys. I don't have the fight in me anymore. I just don't, and I don't want to hold on to anger and hatred towards people. Like I said, grieving, the stages of it is pretty bad. Pretty bad. That's right, Moni. It's best to forgive, but not open the door to be hurt again. Absolutely. That's very well said. Very well said. All right, let me just say this. This is what I'm going to say. To anyone that got hurt, that to anyone that may have been offended for anything that they feel that I have said, I apologize. I genuinely apologize. Okay? I don't have the fight in me and I don't want to. I don't want to argue with anybody. I don't want to bash people. So if I said anything to hurt anybody or offend you, I apologize. But please, if we're in mutual spaces and I'm not saying anything to you guys, can you just please just let it be? Please? It's crazy because I'm not coming for anybody. Have been just laying low, going into people's lives and just listening and supporting, and that's all I've been doing. Um, I haven't been live in a while, and it was for a reason. I don't need to get into details about anything. It's just like I said, grief is a very, very horrible thing, you know. Um, Again, my DMs are open. I'm open to having conversations with anybody. Um, and that's all I can do. That's it. But, just be there for for one another today and even more so, as time goes by because I know that it hurt Megan's life hurt a lot of people. A lot. I'm sure it was hard to listen to, you know. You lost your fiance 2 days after we. Oh, Moni, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't wish anything like that upon anybody. You're welcome. I don't wish anything upon what I lost, upon anybody. Even those that are still mad at me. I don't wish that upon you guys either at all. I never would. No one deserves to be hurting, going through grief, the way that no one deserves it. No one. So if you almost still want to be upset with me because I forgave Shannon again and try to be friends with her and try to, hope for the best and hope that she changed, you know, um, the girls in our group chat know, and they've been there. We've been there for for one another, and I could not be grateful enough for them. I'm telling you, the support that we give each other is amazing, and everyone deserves friends like them. There's good in everyone. I try to think that too. I try to look for that, Moni. I try to look for that and and but if it's not, there's just no change and I just can't support um people that bash one another and like it just for no good reason, you know what I mean? Because there are things going on this app right now that I understand why, people are angry at one another for certain actions. Um, I have nothing to do with that, but I understand, certain things that are going on. But I, I don't I don't I can't think of anything else that I can say to just ask for you guys to just please just move forward. Please. As far as you and Shannon, that she can change. Yeah, do I hope that one day that, she changes her ways? Sure, of course. Will I give any more chances? Absolutely not. No, I can't. I just can't. I can't and I won't. But I'm not gonna, bash the crap out of her either. My babies, I don't know. I'm not sure. I thought I saw her in Florida Man's chat a couple nights ago, but I'm not sure. Um, yeah, I think she needs to work on her before if and when she completely comes back. And I'm not being mean, I'm just saying she really does because she has hurt a lot of people. You haven't seen her, my babies? Yeah. Um, again, I apologize to those that I may have hurt or offended, but from this point on, you guys, I'm not going to continue to apologize over and over and over again because I wouldn't expect that of you. I just I wouldn't expect to, like every time I saw you guys, if you did something bad to me, but you apologized, and then I see you in other people's chats, I'm not going to come for you and hold that against you. That's not what I'm not going to do that. Thank you, my babies. Yes, I've had to really do that. Like I said, I don't wish this kind of grieving upon anybody. So, um, yeah. Did I get a little upset and spilled box for a second there? Yeah, but then I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. Just remember what's going on. Don't do that. You know? It's a good way to be Moni. I mean, you have to sometimes just step back, right? Step back and look at the entirety of the situation and ask yourself, is it worth holding on to anger and hatred towards somebody? Is it worth bashing the crap out of them time and time again? For me, no. I'm not about that. But let's see. They said you cannot stream with her child. Huh? They said you cannot stream with her child in the background. They are bashing. I can't stream. What? They said you cannot stream with her child. What are they talking about? They're bashing. That's okay, Piers. It's okay. I really, that it's okay if they do that. If that's what makes them feel better, they can do that. But I'm not going to do that to them. It's okay. I don't know my babies. I'm not sure. If they're still mad at me and they want to speak ill on me, that's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. Moni, it's just because, for some reason, because Shannon is the way she is, and I gave her another chance. I guess we became one person, and I'm now responsible for what she said and did. I mean, I oh my goodness, it's okay. It's okay, Valley. Ay, ay, ay. See, you know what's crazy about things? It's just crazy because I explained why I walked away and that I am not giving her any more chances because of her actions and her behavior. And it's still not good enough. So, you know what I mean? Like, they're still holding things against me of something that I said months ago that I took accountability for. So, you know what I mean, you guys? Like, you can be the nicest, sweetest person on earth, right? And you say something that may have offended someone, and then you take accountability, but it's not good enough. You're not given any grace that you've given to people, right? That I've given grace. I have many, many times. But if they still want to be mean and bash me and be angry and hateful, that is not my burden to carry. It's not. If that's what they choose to do, that's what they choose to do. Um, Hi, Heavenly. Yep, you're right. But why like people should get along, but why like people should get along or stay away from each other. Yeah. Yeah, there's no need to you know what I mean? If they're that bothered, stop streaming you. Makes no sense to me. Let them. Misery loves company. Heavenly, yeah, yeah. But I'm not gonna go, tit for tat. Like they say something and then I say, respond just as hateful or angry back and forth. I don't have that in me. And if anybody wants to make fun of me for that, whatever they want, it's okay. It's okay. I don't have it in me, and I don't want to. I don't want to bring that in. I don't want to be angry at people. I just don't. It's 2026. Let's stop with the childishness. No, there's no reason to go back and forth. Exactly. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not. I'm not gonna fight with you guys over there. I'm not. I can't, and I won't. Just know, though, just know that if you want to be a bad person, Megan, and you want to mock addiction, and all of you guys that were in the chat laughing it up and thinking it was funny, karma is a real thing. Karma is real. And you guys hurt people deeply and triggered people. And I have every right to say that. Every right. I don't want to see people hurting. I don't want to see people broken. No one deserves that. No one. I was an addict 25 years plus. I've been sober for 400. Megan's live was hysterical. I mean, congratulations on your sobriety. Um, and we're gonna agree to disagree, and that's okay, Supernova. If you, I mean, I'm not gonna, yeah, I, I I agree to disagree. Listen, I'm all about laughing, okay? Trust me. Trust me. I love humor. I love laughing. I love joking around. But Megan's life was not that way. Wasn't it? I'm sorry, but it just wasn't. There was nothing funny about that. Nothing. Another thing, people need to accept the fact that we are all entitled to feel certain ways. We're all entitled to have opinions, whether you agree with it or not. We're all entitled to that, right? I mean, it's okay, but to be bashed over it and, be so angry about things because of someone else's opinion, you guys, life is too short. That's all I have to say. Life is too short for that. It really is. I honestly wasn't planning on going live for a very long time, but I felt that I needed to clear things up and stuff like that, and I didn't want to, do that over in Spilled's live because it's her platform, and I don't want to disrespect her platform. I don't do that to people. It's not right. I do miss the days of, going live and laughing and joking around and having fun and stuff like that. Someone's opinion is not reality. You're absolutely right, TLC Nana. You're right. How have you been, by the way? Miss you guys. Me too, Nana. Me too. You've been good? I'm glad. That's good. I love your videos with you giving reviews on the those ice creams, the fruit ice creams. I want to try those. They look so good. You've been following me, but this is the first time you see me live. Yeah, I used to go live. Not consistently, Moni, but just, here and there and stuff like that. You're welcome, Nana. And certain circumstances, I chose to take a break and just focus on what I need to focus on and stuff like that. So, and also I know that when I go live that I'm taking the chance of people streaming me and, you know, coming for me in the live. And you know what? It used to bother me a little bit because I'm like, why are you doing that? But now it's okay. You know what I mean? It's okay. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I can't change the way people think of me, you know? Um, Even if I didn't do anything, but I'm not someone's cup of tea, that's okay too. I completely accept that because that's that, you know what I mean? We're not all what one person sees in one another, and they mesh and everything's cool, but someone else doesn't see the same way. It doesn't mean they're a bad person because they don't like who else someone else likes, you know what I mean, or hangs out with. It doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It's just we're all entitled to that. It's okay. TikTok is going to be what it is. That's right. Let's see. Opinions are like everyone has on that one. Exactly. You're right, Heavenly. You're right. But yeah, I'm not going to go on what, some people, what do they used to call it? Apology tours? No, that's not me. That's not me. Um, Again, I'm not going to apologize over and over and over and over. I apologize in this live to those who may have been hurt or offended. Um, you know, I apologize for that, but I'm not going to do it again and again and again. And I'm not about, even though there are some double standards that go around and hypocritical actions and words, I'm not calling you out. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to go back and forth like that, you know? I'm not a let's see, Moni, I'm not a flip-flopper. I just like to get along with everyone. I actually do too. Super, if you're not someone's cup of tea, they should leave you alone as some standards for, yes, you're absolutely right, Supernova. To be honest, I wasn't even aware of Megan's, her live or, I just read a message. Um, what was I saying? What the heck? What was I saying? Gosh dang it. I lost my train of thought. Oh, I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Um, Dang it. Oh, I wasn't aware of Megan's live today. I watched clips and that was enough for me. what broke my heart was hearing Monster very upset and other people, triggered and things like that. That's what hurt. That's what hurt my heart. It hurt my heart for them. People shouldn't speak on you. If they don't like you, then you shouldn't speak on. Then if they don't like you, then you shouldn't speak on her. I'm a little confused. I'm sorry. Saw is never going to stay in the past if we keep pulling it into right now. Yeah, yeah. You're right, Nana. Yep. Hi, diagnosed amnesia. Alyssa, I think you're unblocked. I don't know. You might be blocked. But if you have something that you're angry with me about or hurt, just DM me and we can have a conversation if you want. Um, if not, then can you just stop? Because I'm not going to hold live after live after live responding to you or what I've heard you say or whatever. I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm not going to do that. You're not going to get a fight from me. Janna, they all agree with who we mock disabilities. Diagnosis, yeah, I know. Thank you, Nana. Like I said, I can't control what other people say and do. Um, uh, I just, I can't. I'm not going to go and, bash somebody because they keep doing and saying certain things. I cannot control what they say or do. I can't, and I don't want to. I don't have the energy for it. I just don't. Not right now, and not ever. I'm just not. Mama, Mama Bear, see, why don't everyone let Jenna run her live and not bring other BS in here? I know, I know. Like that's what I was telling, um, close friends of mine. I go live and they stream. I don't know what they're waiting for or hoping for, because they're not going to get a fight from me. I'm not going to do that. So, if they want to stream me, stream me. If they want to criticize me, let them. Just, it is what it is. I'm not here to, try to convince people to like me or forgive me. If they don't want to forgive anything, then that's up to them. Um, it's not up to me. Once I apologize, and it's, up to them. If they want to carry that anger and hatred, that's on them. That's what they choose, and that's what they choose. But if you're all looking for a fight, you're not going to get it anymore. I'm not going to bash you. That's what happens on here. People wait to bring up BS in certain lives to stir the pot. Yeah, it was crazy. T-Biz, they're looking for content, so they stream waiting for people to say something they don't like to hear. You know what, Biz? At this point, I breathe wrong and they're gonna I sneeze wrong and they're gonna say something. You know? Yeah. And for the record, Alyssa, did I say something about you coloring? Yes. But never ever did I link that to autism. That was Shannon. If she did, I don't remember half the stuff that she said because it was so vile, just so you know. And just for the record, I color too and draw. So at the time, I may have let any of maybe frustration or anger towards you or whatever it may have been. Um, but for the record, I do things like that too. I'll be back again. I'm gonna. Okay, Moni. I hope you have a good nap and safe and good night at work. TLC Nana. Anger bait is what that is. Don't take that bait. Yeah, exactly. And I'm not taking that bait. You're welcome, Moni. I'm not taking the bait. I'm not here to like I said, go back and forth and argue with people. Uh AI people, but did you not make fun of someone for drawing and such? Okay, um, were you here? Because I just said I may have let frustration or something get the best of me, and I don't remember what I said. Um, but again, if it hurt Alyssa or anybody for that matter, I apologized. But I'm not going to apologize over and over and over again. Sorry, I had a puzzle if you didn't hear me. Um, ay, 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 heavenly. If someone is butthurt over that, that's ridiculous. People have said way worse. Heavenly, you're absolutely right. Um, yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. You know? What was it one night? People were going, take the who said I think it was Smash. It was funny. Take the what was it? Take the Jersey mics out of your ears or something like that. And they're like, well, you wish you could get Jersey mics. They were arguing over sandwiches. I could, I could. It was so funny. No, 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 no. AI people, you're wrong. Shannon did a lot of making fun of people. Jersey Mike's is yummy, Kelly. No, no, listen, again, this is the one and only and last time I'm going to say this. I am only responsible for me. I'm only responsible for my words, my actions. I am not responsible for Shannon's. That's like me saying, to someone who is friends with, I don't even want to name names. I'm just going to say so and so, right? And if they said something and did something, I am not going to hold his or her friend accountable and blame them and direct my anger at them for something that their friend said. We are adults. We are not the same person as the person we're friends with. If I personally said something to hurt anybody or offend anyone, this is the last time I'm going to say this. I am truly sorry because I never wanted to hurt anybody. I cannot apologize and I will not apologize for Shannon's actions and her words. They're not my actions and they're not my words. I can only hold myself accountable. But this is the last time that I'm going to speak on this. If you guys want to hold on to that and hold that against me, go ahead. It's not going to happen. But you did say things as well. AI people, this is the last time. That's it. I just apologized. So enough. This is my platform, and I'm not going to apologize over and over and over and over. Heavenly, exactly. Don't apologize no more for no one else, babe. Let them carry the negative energy. Exactly. Kelly, some people need to be assholes to feel better. Yeah, they want to. It's sad though, because you guys holding on to anger and hatred towards me, I don't feel that way towards you. So in reality, it's your burden. Because once I apologize, and some of the things, I don't even, I mean, because no one's coming to me and telling me exactly what I've said. So as a whole, I apologize, okay? As a whole. But I'm not going to go live over and over and over again and continue to apologize. I'm not doing that because I wouldn't expect you guys to do that. If someone hurt me or um, offended me and they apologized, it's done. It's done and over with. I'm not going to repeat it and say, you know what you did? You remember what you said? And then they say, but I apologize. Well, that doesn't matter. You still blah, 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 blah. Do you know how many times I hear that on this app? A lot. A lot. It's crazy. What'd you do, Tiffany? What did you do? They need to. Yeah, you're right, Kelly. You're right. Let's see, Heavenly. Everyone that bantered on this app, you have never went low with anyone compared to most. I haven't. I have not. Heck yeah, Tiffany. You paid your own bills. That's what I'm talking about. Imagine that, paying your own, right? Right, Heavenly? It's crazy. But again, I I've heard people say pretty bad things, like really, really bad. But you're not going to hear me coming on this app and fighting with you guys and saying, oh, yeah, well, I heard you say blah, 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 blah. So don't come for me, bitch. You're not going to hear that from me. You're not going to hear that. I'm not doing it. That's why I left Spilled Live, because I'm not going to disrespect her platform and go back and forth. No, thank you. I'm good. I am good. I don't like doing that. It's not right. Uh, to be honest, you guys, I'd rather smile and laugh, especially these days. You know, I would love to just smile through tears of when you're going through grieving and, you know, try to be there for people and forgive because that's just what I'm going to do. Not giving more air to the fire. Absolutely. Liam, I needed help with bills this month. Is that about? Heck no. Absolutely not, Liam. Absolutely not. No, you see, I'm not giving any personal information or situations with Tiffany with what she said. There's a lot more to that. Yeah, she's gone through a lot. That's all. So please don't take that the wrong way. Heavenly, they want you to go back and forth. Life is hard. This app should be fun and escape from reality. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Absolutely. I remember I've been on this app, I think, for 7 or more years, 7+ years. And I never knew that that there was such drama and stuff like that because I was on the side where it was still, even though it wasn't named Musically anymore, but I was on that side where it was all about music and people. lip syncing, to different songs all the time and stuff like that. And um, that's how that was. And then when they were able to go live and they would hold, positive lives, just laughing and joking and stuff like that, and bantering back and forth, but good banter, like not hatred banter, not, to degrade one another and things like that. I miss those days. I really do. Um, yeah, yeah, I've been on this app for quite some time. I've seen a lot, a lot. Yeah, but honestly, I have this, the anger and hatred towards one another on this app has just gone unbelievably, oh my God, out of control. That's all I can say. Out of control. I'd rather not get involved. But my intentions and to get in a box, it was just to just tell them that I was so sorry that they were hurting, for what happened earlier, in a live. That's all. It's a shame that people, directed anger towards me when the live had nothing to do with, um, any of that. Um, so like I said, I left because it was getting distracting and, people weren't focusing on what had just happened and not being there for one another. So I thought it was best just to go. It's like taking turns. But like I said, my DMs are open. If you guys, anybody that doesn't like me want to talk to me, you can. Um, the app is Wild Heavenly. Liam, I just wanted to make sure you weren't saying those. Me? I didn't say anything. It wasn't me, Liam. But again, that was not the intentions of what Tiffany said. If anyone needs help, they need help. That's. Oh, life, huh? Life is a roller coaster ride. And if whomever have an issue and they don't come to you after this, then that's a them problem. Heavenly, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. From this point on, it is a them problem. I cannot do anything further than what I said. And I can't, again, I'm not going to apologize over and over and over and over. It doesn't take away me being genuine and apologizing right now. I'm just saying I'm not going to apologize over and over and over again when we're in mutual lives with people who are mad at me or angry or don't like me. They're not going to get 10, 15, 20 apologies over and over again. There's nothing further I can say or do. Again, I'm open to discussions, I'm open to talking and stuff like I'm open to that. If you're not, you're not. You stay your sweet, genuine, and beautiful self. Thank you, Heavenly. Thank you so much for being here and your support and your kind words. I appreciate you very much. It was good to see you again. But again, I don't have any fight in me, so I'm not I'm not doing it. I'm not going to go back and forth with people. I almost, let emotions take the best of me. But I regrouped, and that's all I can do. AI people, are you who I think you are? That just hit me. Let's just see here. Um, I swear I've seen that name. I created you. Is that right? The AI people. I think you are. I think I know who they are. Mystical. I know that's right. You do whatever you feel is right and be yourself. Thank you, Mystical. Absolutely. And that's for everyone. You know what I mean? That's for everybody. So are you her bloodshot? I think I know who that is. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Oh, you guys are funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. God, even holding this live and talking on things and stuff, I am exhausted. I don't know how you guys, like, not in here, but people hold live after live after live. Phew. More power to you because it's exhausting. Nana. Uh, I created them. Nice. You can do it for hours, Kelly, because of all the I'm like a one man Kelly. One man band. Yeah. But anyways, yeah, so I just came here to clear some things up. Again, I'm not going to repeat myself over and over and over from this point on. If you're that bothered by me, come talk to me. Nice, Kelly. So that's about it. That's about it. I wish you guys well. I hope the new year brings all the good things to you, to everybody. Pop mac cheese. To whoever was offended or if I said anything to hurt anybody. I don't What do you mean specifically? Do I know you, Pop Mac and Cheese? Oh, thank you, Nana. You too. You too. Thank you, Mystical. Is that Skittles? Oh, hi, Skittles. I want you to find peace, but you're giving that's all I can do, Skittles. That's all I can do is give a broad apology because, I mean, that's all I can do. I said to those who, if I offended someone, if I have hurt them, I apologize. I'm not going to do name for name for name. I said my DMs are open and they can come to me personally and we can have a discussion. That is the last time I'm apologizing, though. I can't repeat myself over and over and over again. Ay, ay, ay. Exactly, Mystical. Why do they have what? Why do they have to come to you for an apology, though? No. Hold on. That's not what I said. Hi, Iowa hockey girl. That's not what I said. I said if they want to have a discussion, if I've offended them or hurt them, I'm open for a discussion. They can come to me and talk to me and we can talk about it. That's what I said. Yes, ma'am. Oh. I mean, if you know who you've hurt, then go to them. I don't know. So that's a good thought though, but I don't know.
Some people will never be satisfied. They enjoy being miserable. Yeah. Yeah. But I'm not going to get told what I should do and shouldn't do. No disrespect if you are Skittles. I'm not going to get told what to do. All I said is I'm open for conversation, and I'm going to leave it at that. Well, okay, I appreciate that, but the only way that I know and to resolve anything, if they want to, this I would rather have somewhat of a cordial, peaceful conversation, but not in live, like not because that can go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and I don't want to do that. Okay, definitely Skittles. Okay, that's fine. She's more than welcome to be here. Yeah, not it's yeah. What I've noticed, if people say, "Can I get in your box because I want to talk to you?" We all know that anything and everything that I say or they say can be misconstrued, and before you know it, it turns into something huge when it shouldn't have. You know what I mean? Because that's what people are waiting for. That stream lives and make it their content and stuff like that. They want that drama. They want the back and forth, and all that. And if that's what they want, that's what they want. But it's not going to happen here. Let's see. Listen, I've been given apologies left and right, but I've had to go to them. No, they can. I'm not. Number one, I'm not going to get into details on things lately that have happened in my life. But what I will say is, I don't have the energy to seek out one by one by one by one. Like I said, if they're bothered with anything I've said, or if they're offended or I've hurt them, they're more than welcome to come to me. And that is true. Skittles, I am glad that you're okay because I was worried about you. Sure, of course. Honesty, isn't that the best policy? Of course you can be honest. No, I don't want that hurt on my heart. I don't. I don't. Even though they have said pretty bad things out of anger to me, I still don't want to hurt them. Hi, Wolfie. Hi, thanks for coming by and saying hello. Yeah, I don't like that. It hurts my heart for people to come to me and do that if I've hurt them.
Hi, Janna.
Hi, Virgo.
So I just want to be completely respectful and just ask some questions. And,
Okay.
maybe I'm not going to yell or scream. That's not what I do.
Okay.
If you choose to kick me out of your box, that's totally your choice. My plan is to have a respectful conversation. But
Okay.
my question is, don't you think that your apology or however you choose to mend fences with people should be just as loud or maybe even louder than the disrespect? Meaning that, like, if you do it on a live, you should apologize directly to that person on a live.
No,
in the
that's
same way.
not. that doesn't, I've watched things like that happen time and time again, and it doesn't go well because everyone and anyone are streaming, and it can get twisted and turned into their narratives, and that's what I don't want to do to people. um I can do an apology, in general, if you will, but I um for me, I just feel it's best that if I have directly, not because of what Shannon has said,
Sure.
if I have personally hurt them or offended them, I'd rather talk, I hate this word, on the back end, if you will, in DMs, and talk there, because that way I feel like there's no, it doesn't give people, like, in the chats, to torment, negative comments. You get what I'm saying? Like, I just don't, because I've seen how it can go south real fast, and I'm trying to avoid that. Um, yeah, I'm trying to avoid that. So I prefer to talk in DMs. Now, if they want to, bring that to their live and show what I've said in DMs, this was our conversation. They're more than welcome to,
Sure.
right? But all I can do right now is just say to those that if I've hurt or offended them, I apologize. But I'm not going to hold live after live after live and say it again and again and again.
And I don't think anyone expects that of you, to continue to apologize. I think the issue is that a lot of the people that you have hurt, you have blocked, so they can't message you to,
Well,
explain
right.
how they're feeling or whatever.
Well,
And
that's why I said at the beginning, well, I don't remember if it was the beginning, but I said this in this live right now. I said that if I have blocked people and they want to come to me in DMs and talk to me, I will gladly unblock them.
right.
Because I don't even know who's blocked at this point. I mean, I just don't know. But if they want to talk to me and they're blocked, they're more than welcome to, maybe tell somebody, hey, so and so wants to talk to you, DM you, but you have them blocked. After my live, I'll be more than happy to unblock them.
Right.
Yeah.
The other thing is that I think, kind of inadvertently, some of the things that you've said maybe
Thank you,
about a
Kelly.
person have hurt like groups of other people just by hearing you say those things, which is why when you say, if I have hurt you, people are trying to tell you you have hurt people.
I
So when you
understand
say
that.
if, it just kind of like diminishes their feelings.
Virgo, with all due respect, and I know you've been on this app for quite some time too. It's not my burden for them to dissect every word I say and say, well, you need to say it this way, not that way. Um, I feel like there's not, at this point, I feel like I can't say anything right. Like, I just, it just feels like, when I say if, because I don't know, um, person by person by person, and for me, I can't understand how I've heard, like, people are saying I've heard a lot of people. I don't A lot. I mean, why? Because Shannon said it. Because this is what happens. A lot of people, what I've seen is because of what Shannon said and did, I'm supposed to be responsible for that too.
I don't think
I'm
anyone, at least not anyone I've seen talk about it,
Oh,
is holding
Virgo,
you
yes.
responsible for what Shannon has said. Only your words can you take
Well,
accountability
and
for.
that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing
Right.
that.
So, can you understand how you hurt, let's just say, Alyssa?
I said it in my live, but you know what though? I'm going to say this. It goes both ways, right? Because she's not exactly innocent.
And no one said she was, but
But I did
you're
address
up here
her.
trying to take accountability for
I
your
am.
actions.
And I did. And I
Right.
did. Yeah. But I'm not going to. apologize over and over again. You know what I mean? If I go live again, and I don't even know if I'm going to, because I was not planning on going live. There's too much that has happened, and in my personal life, and I just, honestly, I just don't have the energy. I don't want to fight with anybody anyways. I just don't. But again, if they want to, if they are blocked and they want me to unblock them because they want to have a conversation with me in DMs, I am open for that.
Yeah. I'm agreeing with a lot of the comments that I'm seeing. Like, I'm not trying to force an apology or anything like that. I'm just trying to get you to maybe like see it from a different perspective. I know that because of the people that you've surrounded yourself with, you've gotten a lot of heat simply for some of their actions, right? But we can only take accountability for our own actions. And I think that some of the things that you have said on this app are just like blatantly not okay. And
Okay, but I apologized, Virgo.
sure,
What more do you guys want from me, honestly?
I
What
don't
more do
want
you guys
anything from
want?
you. I don't want anything from you, Miss Janna. I'm really just really trying to be respectful
I know,
so
it's
that
just
you see it from a different point of view. When you say, "What more do you want from me?" it's almost like I want you to forget what I did. And
hold on, respectfully, absolutely not. What I'm saying is all I can do all I can do is apologize. When I say what more, what do people want? Because I feel, at least in my mind and my heart, an apology is good enough. But unfortunately, what people tend to do is they twist words into their own narrative, whether because maybe they want to hold on to that anger, maybe they don't want to let go, maybe they want to continue and continue that battle because it's content for them. But that's up to them. That's their right to do that, and that's fine. But if when I say what I feel I need to say, and I apologize, it's no longer my burden. If people want to dissect my words, if they want to twist it, if they want to, and my apology isn't good enough, that's no longer on me.
I agree with that
Okay.
100%. I do.
That's all I can do.
Right.
And again, like I said at the beginning of this live, when I saw Shannon acting the same way that she did before, when I walked away the first time, I walked away again for good, and I cannot give any chances because I don't agree with a lot of things that she does and she has said. If I've been in a box when she says things, if people think that I agree to all of her actions, they're highly mistaken. Highly mistaken. But again, I can't apologize for her for what she said
Correct.
and did.
100%.
Yeah, but I can only apologize on my behalf, and that's what I've done.
Right.
And that's all I can do. You know what I mean? I can't that's all I can do. And that's all I will do. That's all I will do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I really have not heard anyone asking for anything else than just personal, genuine apologies.
Yeah.
And I think what sometimes, or I think the point I wanted to make, you said that you were confused when someone, sorry, I hate my voice.
Oh, me too. I don't like mine either.
When you said you were confused by like that you hurt a lot of people, what I meant by that was that like a comment you made about someone else may have resonated with a group of people, meaning that even though your comment wasn't directed at those people, it still hurt them. Can you understand that? Like if I made a general statement about someone who had a pinky that went to the left, and I said that if someone had a pinky that went to the left, it made them dumb. And then
That's
all
okay,
people with
mystical.
pinkies that went to the left felt like I was calling them that. You know what I mean? That's a bad example, but
Kelly,
I don't want to use like a
right.
real example.
Kelly, you're absolutely right. But no, okay, so that's why I said on my behalf, I apologize. That's all I can do because I am not Shannon.
Right.
So if they want to continue to hold things against me because I forgave Shannon and tried to give her another chance, that's not my burden. That's that is their, if they want to feel that way, they can feel that way. I am not here to tell them how to feel. I am not begging for forgiveness. If they don't want to forgive me, that's okay. That's okay. If they don't want to, they don't want to. But on my behalf, that's all I can do. That's it. And also, like I said, I'm open for conversations, but I don't want to go back and forth on platforms, argue, or get in, heated discussions or anything like that. Because from the history that I've seen on this app, it makes the situation worse.
I can understand that. And I appreciate you allowing me a box to kind of just voice what I've seen and heard.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
And Sweetbriar, to say that people need to stop making it about themselves, that's kind of a crazy statement because then, sorry, my kids are in the other room.
Okay.
To say that is kind of crazy because then the live that happened this morning that everyone is so up in arms about, then no one should be able to be upset about that because that's making it about themselves. Isn't, as an addict in recovery, that's offensive to me. Is that making that about myself? It's the same concept. So that's kind of hard to say.
I don't think that's what she meant, Virgo. I don't think that's what she meant. What she meant was like the situation, of I assume of things that Shannon has said, and then they thinking that I'm, that holding me accountable for what she said.
Got it. Okay. Well, I
Individually.
apologize if
No, it's
that
okay.
wasn't what she meant.
Kelly, she has a kind heart, and I promise you, she would. Yeah, it's okay though. See, this is what I mean. Like I would rather have things cleared up right now when it happens. Right?
Absolutely.
Right? Yeah, because then it doesn't have the opportunity to snowball, if you will, and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because holy crap, there's a lot of that on this app.
There is. And I think that a lot of little situations could be solved with simple conversations. And I know what you mean by the comments make it worse, but we can always turn those off. Like, I do think that people could facilitate conversations to fix all this silly bullshit in between.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying to do it today but just sit on it and think about how maybe your words have affected someone else and that they're still holding on to that. You can't make everyone accept your apology, but you could just do what you can do to not hurt people. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you're out to do that. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to hold grudges. I don't want to do any of that anymore.
I don't either.
So, okay. Thank you so much.
Of course, Virgo. I appreciate you. Thank you. It's hard because Shannon never takes true accountability, so they go to the next person. You know what? That's true. That's very true. And like I said, too, I know that I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And that's okay. Like, I'm not here to convince people to like me or anything like that. If they don't want to, they don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm all about, conversations and resolving things and issues. I'd rather do that than, I don't know if it's my old age. I don't get mystical. Yeah. I mean, like I said, my heart hurt for those who are hurting because of someone's life, all the things that they said and all the actions that they did. My heart hurts for them. And the last thing that I wanted to do was hurt people. And I need to make this clear too. standing up for yourself is not bashing people. It's not wanting to hurt anybody, but I feel everybody has the right to stand up for yourselves. You have every right to do that. I mean, we all should take accountability for our actions and move on with life, because I've seen a lot lately and it's just going in circles. Nothing's getting resolved. Nothing. And it's sad to see. Yeah, exactly, Mystical. Everyone has their voice and stories. Absolutely, Nana. Absolutely. Again, I'm about, if someone has an opinion and I might not agree with it, I agree to disagree. I'm not going to hold alive and bash the crap out of you for not agreeing with me for something or anything. You know what I mean? On a situation. I'm not going to do that to you guys. You too, Liam. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything that I didn't address or I'm thinking of making fajitas. Ooh, I love fajitas. I swear to you, I could cook Mexican food every single night. I'm serious. I love Mexican food. You have chicken and peppers, thinking some cilantro, lime. Ooh, cilantro lime rice is so good. I love that rice. That's my favorite. It is delicious. I don't even know what I'm making tonight, to be honest. I have no idea. Heck yeah, you gotta feed the hubby. Proly, of course you can ask a question. Of course. Oh. Hi.
Hi. So I know you said your apology, right?
Yeah.
Would you take into consideration um, just apologizing for any maybe inappropriate words or term of language you used if had happened?
I did.
Oh, you did. Okay, maybe I came in late.
But I'm not sure what you mean by that, though. I'm not sure with terms, or can you explain that if you don't mind?
Like in the live, they said that. I'm not repeating the word. The A word. That. I don't.
I didn't. That was Shannon. That was
Okay,
not
that one.
me.
So this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is I'm trying to be neutral. I really am.
Mm-hmm.
And I have stepped back after everything I've done because let me tell you one thing, when I did what I did,
Mm-hmm.
I was being held to every panel to apologize, right? It was nonstop.
I
And
know. And Pearlie, if you remember right, you came to me and told me the truth. And did you
I
hear me
did.
go live and bash you or anything like that?
Never did. You never did.
Nope.
So I heard a lot
Yeah.
today. In the fact of, me being upset and truly hurt from what
Right.
happened today. I heard a lot of people say they wish that it could just go back to being normal where everybody was having fun.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm still trying to get past the being hurt.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is we are adults.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point in time, people are going to be able to forgive and move on, and some people can't.
Right. And like I said in my live, that's okay. It's okay. Like I'm not if they choose not to and they still want to be mad at me or whatever they choose to do, that's okay. That's their right. I'm not here to convince them otherwise. I can't and I won't. And if they don't want to, forgive and they want however they so choose to move forward with, it's okay.
However, I do think it's time. If you can't forgive, then I think it's time to be cordial, because if we
Absolutely.
sit here and keep policing everybody's apology,
Mm-hmm.
it will never get better.
Absolutely.
And some people that are sitting here saying, you did this, you did this, come on, y'all. We've watched y'all lives. We've watched y'all stream other people. Y'all have said just as bad things. I mean, I'm not taking sides. I'm being
Right.
neutral
Right.
and real with everyone.
That's right.
Everybody has said some things. And I mean, we've said bad words. We've called people bad words. Everybody
Right.
has done it.
Right.
So if we're going to sit here and put our big panties on and
Mm-hmm.
apologize, if you can't forgive, I understand, but let's be cordial at some point, because we have to stop policing the apologies,
Absolutely. And
or we will never
it
move
won't,
forward. We're
that's
going
right.
to stay in this circle of constant hurting people.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you know,
And I'm not
um,
just speaking for your side, I'm
no, I
speaking
know.
for everybody, because
Right.
again, I'm staying neutral.
Right.
I'm, but what from I'm hearing from everybody
Yeah.
on how they wish it would just go back the way it was.
Right.
It can go back to the way it was with some of us, because we choose to learn from our lessons of doing messed up things, and we want to turn around and do for better. And if that's what Janna chose to do, that's fine. Some of y'all can either make the choice of giving her the chance to do so or not do so. But
Mm-hmm.
just because she goes in some people's spaces doesn't mean we can't be cordial. At
Absolutely.
this point, we have to do something.
I agree. I've been in lives recently, the past 2 weeks, and I've been very cordial and respectful in their chat. For example, Florida man, who would have thought that I would, be in the chat? But I'm going to say this. Some people have said, you know, why are you over there? Blah 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 blah. And I said to them, they have been kinder to me and more and showed respect, and I show respect back in his live than other people that claim that it's a safe space for them. Don't claim it's a safe place if you're going to let people bash one another in the chat. That's not a safe place. That's not a safe place, because they're coming for one another and hurting each other's feelings. And I've been in spaces lately that I've been very cordial, and Florida man, he can vouch for that. I don't come for people or anything like that. Um, you know, uh, it is possible to be in mutual spaces and just,
Because
um,
Florida man is the type of person where
Exactly, sweet
you
cheeks.
take accountability, you move forward, you don't do
Absolutely.
no more fuck shit.
Right.
That is what Florida man believes in. And, you know, after having a conversation with him, I fully stand behind that line, that sentence, because he believed in me.
And that's a good
He
thing,
believed
Shirley.
in
That's
me
good.
standing on 2 feet, taking accountability for the fuck
Right.
shit I did.
Right.
And I turned it around 360 and I completely backed up, and I haven't been in no type of fuck shit on this app. I don't do anything. I stay neutral. I try to stay neutral.
Well, I'm glad that you're doing that. You have no idea. That's awesome. That's a huge, huge
And
accomplishment. You know what
I
I
don't have,
mean?
you know, I don't have a problem to say that I'm okay
Right.
with Florida man believing in me. I'm not scared of Florida man. I'm
No,
not
I'm
scared of
not
Florida
either.
man.
I'm not either. And here's the thing with me, and if people can say that's not true, it's okay, but they don't know me. When I forgive someone and I squash things and I move forward, that's what I do. I genuinely forgive people because that's what I would want to have done to me, given grace and forgiveness and things like that. And never, ever in a million years did I ever think I would be in his live and his chat and just, they're having conversations and all the things. And I'm here to tell you, I get treated better in his platform than I do in other ones that are claiming safe places. Okay? And there's some people in there that don't care for me. But you know what? We're not coming for each other. We're not, no, that's not, we're not doing that. We're just there, we're cordial, and we just, we're all there for one reason. You know what I mean? And he doesn't really, to be honest, I've heard him say, not in here, like
I mean,
take it off the app.
you know, don't get me wrong in any way possible. Words can hurt people.
Absolutely.
And it's up to that person to turn around and
Oh,
say, I'm
sorry, sweet cheeks.
sorry,
Didn't mean to invite, honey. Sorry.
I'm sorry for saying that to you. And then it's up to the other person to allow to accept that apology. Once the apology is made, it's up to that person to accept it or not. If they can't
Mm-hmm.
move on, that's not the person who apologized.
Right.
That's not their fault.
No, I
Okay.
mean, yeah,
But like what Shannon has done,
right,
okay, for instance, what Megan has done this morning.
right.
That's not just a simple, I'm sorry.
No, it's
That
not.
is not.
No.
Okay. But when it comes to certain people saying things who didn't, I don't think, mean to, go straight to the dagger of the heart. It
Mm-hmm.
just was said out of anger.
Yeah.
That is something that can truly be fixed with I am truly sorry that I
Right.
said this to you. I said this about you
Right.
and made you feel this way. I hope you can accept my apology and move it forward, because at some point the policing of the apologies have to stop, or we're going to do this every day.
Right. Right. And I said this before in my live today, that if they're wanting a fight, if they're wanting me to argue, if they're wanting any of that, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I don't want to. I would rather get along with people
And
and
that's why I said, Jana, it's just better to, because I had to. I
yeah.
had to lay everything out on the table that I did and truly apologize for the ones that I hurt, because I did hurt some. I'm not going to lie, I did hurt some in the decision that I chose to make. And not only did I do an apology publicly, multiple times, I did apologies on the back end as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I made it right. And I sought out to make it right to the ones that I truly, truly hurt. And that's why I said, it's just lay it on the table and apologize for everything. And like you said, if that's where you feel comfortable, then yeah, I mean, by all means, try to reach on the back end to the ones that you feel like you need to have a conversation with, because not is it only going to help the healing part in you and them as well, but once you get past that, it can start helping the healing part maybe with some of the people on this app to start looking at a different situation. Like, the apology's been made, it's been accepted, and it's time to move on.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Oh, what happened in Spill's live with all of a sudden people coming for me. I don't feel that was fair to those that were hurting from Megan's live, because it became a distraction and it took away what needed to be focused on, and that was to support one another and be each other's rock, because right now people got triggered, people are broken from that. It has hurt people deeply, and so that's why I left that live, because I didn't want to stay there. I just felt it was disrespectful on her platforms, Spilled platforms, when her main intentions were to talk about what happened today. And so that's why I left. But again, like I said, I'm not going to hold any of that against them, against those that came for me. I'm not mad at them. I'm not going to hold anything against them. I just don't have the energy to I don't want to fight. I just don't want to fight with people. I
And I
just
just
don't.
I just want to keep in mind, and I'm not going to say no names. When I say this, the people are going to know. It wasn't long ago where incidents happened with certain people, okay?
Mhm.
And this app got very angry with it.
Mhm.
And that person had to go to so said other person and apologize for what had happened.
Mhm.
And once that apology was made, everybody, whoever accepted the apology, we moved forward. Whoever
Mhm.
didn't accept the apology, they just go about their business.
Mhm.
So I'm asking everybody. Once again, I'm not on anybody's side. I'm neutral to see everyone through this. And this is not just for Janna. This is for everyone. Everybody's over there. Sorry, I had a call.
It's okay.
Everybody is wanting it to go back the way it was. Then let's start. This is hurting enough people.
I agree.
Words cannot be this important to. I understand what y'all are saying. I heard what y'all are saying. People want to show the proof. If you want to show the proof, show the proof. She's saying Shannon said it. She's taking accountability for what she said. Either we can accept it and move forward, or if you can't accept it, then let's start being cordial. But that goes for other people too. A lot of y'all had to take boxes and apologize for some of the things y'all said and some of the things y'all done. And guess what? We either accepted y'all apologies or we didn't. And
Mhm.
we moved forward from then on out.
Mhm.
So again, I will stay cordial and neutral with everybody. But I wanted to come up here and say that.
Thank you.
Last thing I'm going to say, Janna, before you
Mhm.
end this live,
Okay.
one more time, and just deeply do it. Throw it out all on the table and say your last apology and be done with it.
That's what I did, and that's what I am gonna do. You know what? I've been cordial to people when we're in mutual spaces, knowing that they don't really care for me, but I'm not gonna, call them out in the chat and say, hey, blah 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 blah. No, because I'd rather be cordial with people, even if they don't like me. I just would rather choose that route than the arguing. There's so much hatred on this app, and the last thing I want to do is be that hateful to anybody. I don't want to do that. I just don't. Um
Well, I'm gonna go eat dinner. I
okay,
hope
thank you.
everybody has a good night,
You
and
too.
hopefully, once you do in this live, I really do hope you can work out some differences, maybe on the back end with some people,
Yeah.
because maybe at this time they'll be open to have a conversation. I
Mhm.
do feel like it would help a lot of people to start interacting and having and kind of mending what we can, because
Right.
that's where we need to start. We don't need to continue doing all this.
I agree. I agree
But
with
y'all
you.
have a good night,
Thank you. You
and
too.
keep y'all heads up, because stay
Absolutely.
neutral is the best thing to do, but also having a heart and caring about people is a good thing too.
Absolutely. I agree.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Um, you know, I understand that, some anger is directed at me because Shannon is not on here. And she goes on her apology tours and whatnot and things like that, but I'm not her, okay? Again, I can only be responsible and accountable for anything that I've said or done. That's all I can do. There are times that I was standing up for myself because someone, came for me and they tried to come for my livelihood, doxed me, um, uh, mocked my deceased godson, brought my son up for no reason. But you don't hear me coming for them, and I'm not going to. I forgive you. I'm giving grace and I forgive you. It hurt, but I still forgive you. And that's all I can do. And that's all I can say. If those that are still upset with me want to hold on to the anger and want to stay mad at me, that's okay. Do you know you're up here, love? I don't think so.
Oh shoot, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not going to try to set a goal and try to convince you guys to like me or forgive me. I can only do and say things on my behalf, on my part. That's all I can do. I can't, I mean, again, I'm open for a conversation. I'm very open. I'm not going to, be mean to you. I'm not going to yell at you. I'm not going to argue with you. I'll listen. I will. I'll listen. But I'm not about people dissecting every word people say and, saying, well, that's not good. That's not a good enough apology, or it wasn't said right. Things like that. That's not the people that apologize. It's not their burden. You know what I mean? I'm releasing that, and just doing all that I can do on my behalf. That's all. I'm open for conversation. I think that's it. Is there anything else that I'm missing, or if not, I'm probably going to end the live. And leave it at that. And if you're blocked and you want to talk to me in DMs, come to someone that you're not blocked by, and maybe they know me. You know what I mean? They can come to me and bring it to my attention as well. I'm open to do that and have a conversation with you. On that note, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, a good week, and an awesome new year. I hope the new year brings all the things to you, all the good stuff, okay? I really do. You guys let go of the hatred and anger towards people, because I'm telling you, it wears you out. It wears you out. It's not worth it. It really isn't. Okay, Kelly, thank you. Thank you, Nana. I appreciate. Thank you, Jessica. I love you guys, and again, I wish you well, okay? Bye for now.